Hello, and welcome to Starfighter General, the official first MMO persistent level. I've had many MMO patches in the past where we played with players before, but this one's the persistent one. What you level up here, you get to keep. It's soft permadeath, so sometimes you get a big fleet, and then it all gets blown apart, and then sometimes you don't. But right now, it's just the beginning. So I'm gonna play this. I'll play it kind of recklessly. Inside, there's a couple bases. Like people to talk to in the base here. I'll go real fast. It's bugged. The base guys are bugged right now because what is it? Like, hold on. Let's fight this guy. Let's fight this guy real fast. It's a mercenary. Every time you hit him with this like laser early on, it like stuns him a little bit. So as long as you see what happens is they keep showing up though. So even though they can fight one. Ooh, I got treasure. Plasma bolt repeater. I got that. I'm upgrading. It's up there, right here. So what happens is you want them to stop spawning, you run into the hero fast. And I'm gonna try and like dodge the targeting system. I was surprised at Shift Tab, even though it's X-wings, DOS 90's X-wings targeting to get backwards. Shift Tab in Steam goes like that. Like so, I have to figure out how to fix that. Oh, figure that out. I'm gonna hit. I think no. Here, I'm gonna shot at. Here. Okay, what is that? It doesn't say what it is yet. .ccs lets you. It would print out like data schematics over here, but .ccs when you go to like live versions is different than like when you're actually in actual version. You know what I mean? Okay, I got him. So I got some experience and stuff. I'm gonna kill that asteroid real fast. I don't know. I like killing asteroids. I can't multi-spawn right now. I'm gonna do that maybe one of the future patches, one of the big. But you get like a 12 credits or like some credits and experience. So when you talk to these guys, it would put a portrait up here and what they're talking to you.
Community public service,
but that it's just showing the orc. It's like not. It's not the actual load.
Sorry, Kamish ain't here right now, so while he's gone, he's declaring crime illegal on his vacation.
Please behave yourselves.
It's like some stuff, and then there's the Serenity Oasis. It's like a guy's like talking about how like he's all peaceful without a job. I'll skip him. You can come. You can download the game if you want to hear him.
Welcome. Embrace the mundane items man has bought and sold for centuries with little excitement. Before you travel to high adventure, buy and sell stuff you don't care about. That's our passion. Blah 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 blah.
With the gopher down, ain't much point even keeping the lights on in this shop. Our passion to sell boring stuff is spent. Come back later and we'll be buying or selling again. If we ever regain our will for the mundane.
Oh, the gopher is the space travel emporium. Okay, so this one will give you the information what's going on. So the gopher is the travel system to different places around the planet. You see in the background, Earth is spinning at a rapid rate of speed and is darkened because of warp hyper spun it spins around once every 2 minutes, so it's going around like hundreds of thousands of miles an hour instead of what it normally does, you know. Tens of thousands, and no one cares about Earth anymore because they got destroyed because the outer space treaty was violated by everybody getting greedy in space, and then no one cares about Earth anymore. It's all whoever established star bases in space is where all like the life and activities at. But there's so many places to hide. It's like the Wild West, right? You go raid a base and you go hide somewhere in space. You know, you can be as a player, you can be either like a legit law-abiding player, and if someone that's a criminal shoots you, after the criminal gets apprehended, you get the bounty money back from like what they did to your ship, like insurance money, but only if they get caught. And then they so like if you want to go pirate, you really don't want to go pirate for low-key stupid stuff. You don't want to grief new players, right? So it's an anti-griefing mechanism, but at the same time, it allows you to be a good guy or a bad guy, a pirate or a mob boss or something, right? All right, so here you go. And I want you to roleplay that.
Space, travel, emporium. We give you space, ships that is, or tours. What could be more? Pod bay doors and plastic floors. Roast some s'mores on your reactor cores. Also we sell, not give. Lawyers tell us to say this. Yada yada yodo.
Most of Cheyenne Starway is a ghost
Listen to this.
town. The Gopher is closed. Gateway for orbital paths to hyperspatial enclosed routes is a travel system to other orbital star hubs around the planet. The maintenance alert had people flee until it is fixed. We're stuck here, and the stores are closed. The local denizens are overly desperate, so it's quite hostile outside the space.
Well, let's go out and find some stuff. So right now, there's no. I don't have a lot of. This patch doesn't have a lot. Doesn't have the missions in it. It's apparently it's missing the Ascended Mastery, which is really cool. So like I'll probably do a good patch within a week or so. Get all that. I like literally have it like sitting around. And I fixed the bugs and stuff for the next patch, so we're looking good. Oh, I don't want to be inside fighting asteroids. We're gonna go outside. I'm gonna do like a death run, you know. Like, you know, I'm just gonna fight everything. I'm not gonna go back. See, if you want to be a wuss, you go out and fight a little bit, and when you get bite off too much to chew, you go back into the base. But like, it's more fun to just go out and just fight everything. But of course, you only get one play a day. I'm gonna allow people to like use Tridarium to get like spend a quarter. You get another life, you know, like the old arcade games. But think about it, a quarter back then, like inflation before like 2020, it was like 12 cents, and now it's only like now after that it's like 6 cents. A quarter is only like worth like today's quarter is worth like 6 cents compared to what a 1980s quarter was back when we played the original arcade games. I just walked into flew into it. Now see what happens is there's a bug right now where this thing's not closing. This window's not closing, and when that happens, go back towards. This is for everyone who wants to play it. Go back to the soulstone. This is very important. You have to be close to the soulstone. Otherwise, when you log out, it'll be like you're gonna die. You know, it won't end well. I'm ready to die. Another click. I'm warning you. Soulstone. See, okay, I'll go play. And what happens? See, when you get log out here, you log out. So like this, I'm not sure why it's doing this. But the mission scripting is tied to spawning if this closes. So just desktop, here I come, double escape. You have to be close to the thing and then relaunch it. You know, I mean, this is for like these are the bugs. You know, like this is the bricks and this is how it goes. I tracked it. I'll fix this one the next run. It's very difficult to launch a game that you made in Unity because the standalone plays different than the editor. So you're always constantly like you're sculpting the game, but then your sculpture is not exactly the same sculpture in live than it is in a thing. But you start to figure out how it translates, and over time it gets better and better. You know. So as we add text, we add text, and then we add stability. So as we go along, we add text stability. I'm a really good software architecture programmer.
Nothing to worry about. We're only out for trash, but I can turn you into salvage.
Where's that guy at?
Get in my way. I'll put you on your shit.
Another junkyard. Oh, I found him. I'm gonna do a death run here. You know, when I die. You know. I guess it'll be like a secret. You know, because you guys are watching me. If you run into the base and you can get like a safe escape, I mean, you get your full health back. You know, it's the first patch, man. Like, enjoy yourself. You know, you can do that type of stuff.
Oh, I need no introduction. I am a
Kind of abusive.
anime boy, Enterprise Nation.
Some cool looking ships over there.
Now you must know my backstory. When I was young, I had to defend my uncle.
These guys are ad libs. Listen.
Criminal. Celebrated uncle. Accomplished cousin. From being attacked by a insignificant online acquaintance. And I lost my liver, which led to me losing my modesty. So, now you must know.
It looks like there's like, if you talk to the space station, it looks like it might be what triggers the freeze thing. Oh, I just drove into a freaking.
Sharks are like sharks. We like to shark while we shark. Am I gonna shark you a new one?
Just like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter or whatever. This is modeled off of the original. I like them, you know.
No one else was helping. Now you have another problem to deal with.
So, by like going back and forth a lot. Oh, I got an item. Oh, dude, what is this? Guardian Cells 2? Oh, dude, that means my armor's gonna be regenerating. So I'm just accepting death here, you know. But if you want to be all like, you know, I recommend you guys are playing. You only get to play once a day, you know, because it's this is a challenge mode. This is a restricted thing.
Time to pay the
There's
rent.
permadeath in this game, right? You know, permadeath, but you get your guy back next day, right? You know, get your guy back next day, and so if you wanted to show you, like, if you wanted to like wuss out, you get yourself into the safe zone, which is within this barrier. It'll tell you, you know, you're in the safe zone. Then you go up to that soul stone, and then you log out like properly.
I'm a soldier of fortune, and things ain't been running well lately. I'm sorry I came to this.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh shit! Shoot! Oh no, I can't. Like, I can't shift tab. That's bothering me, man. You know, I'm probably gonna die now because I can't shift tab. It's like it's a.
I'm pork. No feeling, just kidding.
Ooh, that guy's gonna get me. Alright. Don't ask me why I sib, right? I'm dead. Alright, I died. So I'm gonna play the normal game. This is like just a clash game where you build your base up and you go raid bases. And you can do this all day long, you know. And I'm sure level up. The background, I left the background in there as a bug on purpose because it's kind of like look in the back. It's like just intimidating to watch stuff go by. It's kind of cool. Sound like I leveled up or something. I don't know. See, like, that stuff in the background is irrelevant. And you're like, why do you have irrelevant stuff? You have to realize it's the dimension of untold realities. There's lots of stuff that's like hallucinations and stuff in this game. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna do your invisible walls a lot. You know, no one likes invisible walls, but there's like stuff that like will show up on your computer that won't show up on their computer. Like, just like all sorts of secret stuff, man. And this is like I saw it. I could have deregistered that stuff, but I'd like that stuff around, you know. Feel like, look, you can see the junkyard way out there. There's a junkyard out there. You can just drive to the junkyard, you know. Yeah. Go. Oof. I'll pick up some scrap. This is Tiwa King's base. For some reason, it's not showing. There's a lot of stuff not showing up. I'm a little bit concerned, but like, you know, it's playable, and people kind of jam with it. Let me get some. Alright, I'm gonna spend my X matter so I can raid it. I'm just gonna die here, I think. Let my guy just die, kinda. He's dead. Okay, I'll spend my tritium. Like, I like when the rockets fire past. Like, it's a bug, right? The game's over and the rockets flying past, but I think it's awesome. Upgrade you. Base. Upgrade you. I like upgrading the silos and the mining operation. Mining operation makes you get more X matter over time. The silos, you know, store them. But anyway, that's Starfighter General. You know, it's really cool. It's an MMO and there's storylines behind it. But the storyline right now isn't wired into the triggers yet. But it's all done. You can watch it if you look in Rumble and find the spoilers. Good News Jim, and you find the spoilers of Starfighter General. That's really cool. Everybody goes, that's better. That's the best sci-fi I've ever heard. Everybody thinks my sci-fi is like literally the best sci-fi ever. Like, you can take the top sci-fis you know, and like, Jim, your sci-fi is just literally the best sci-fi man's ever seen. And you can see, like, I do the whereas fantasy role-playing games try and like limit like your user interface, I try and make it all complicated. It might induce seizures, to be honest, and I want it to be overboard, like everything everywhere at all times, you know. And it's going to get worse. We're going to get like radar and stuff down here. So let's see. This shouldn't. Oh, I got a session call here. So it shouldn't let me do this, right? Return to action should not have worked, but who cares? I'm just glad Ascension Call did it. Here, I want to show you Ascension Call real fast. This is actually really awesome. So there's all sorts of bugs. You can tell there's millions of bugs right now. So many bugs. But this is kind of cool. I'll close with this. This is my answer to Diablo 2 skill tree or Path of Exile talent tree. It's just 5 times as many nodes. There's some wild stuff in this game too. So even though it seems really basic right now, remember this is a foundational patch. I want to get it all working. You know? It's not playing the sounds either, which is concerning. It's very concerning you did not play the sounds. But then you can assign points, you know. Magic knowledge seek. Apparently, that's all I had. I guess whatever. Who cares? Catch you around, guys. You can tell it needs a couple. It was working in the standalone, but like I said, working in the editor, but standalones are a little different. But we're patching this every 2 to 4 weeks. You know, we're trying to run it like the old school MMOs, action MMOs. Welcome back to the age of action MMOs. You don't have a spreadsheet. You're not a bunch of numbers. You have some skill-based combat, man. And there's no such thing as soft permadeath pinball type MMOs yet. Like where when you die, like the pinball rewards go off when you die and you lose your fleet. It might be terrible, you know, and you have to rebuild them in your base to launch again from the beginning. You keep your level, you keep your skills, you keep a bunch of soft stuff, but also the pinball will be able to get you items you can't even get in the game because when you KO, it's very rewarding to KO. Unfortunately. Because I say unfortunately, I don't want to encourage people like KO, but like when you KO, I don't want it to be like, oh, I KO'd, I never want to play this game again, right? I want when you KO, I want you to be like, man, that was a great rise and fall of my empire, you know. And that way, the reason I do that is it allows people to have a higher power maximum, right? If you can make this huge armada, you get like 10 capital ships, like 20 destroyers, and you have a fleet of like 50 starfighters, and somehow you fight like a giant boss combined with a bunch of players and they take you down. You don't want to be like, oh, well, that never happened again, right? You can build yourself back up, you know. A lot of the tendencies will end up being like you go with the starfighter, you get yourself a mining ship, you mine faster, and as you mine faster, you get more freighters to bring cargo in, but you have to balance your defense with your cargo so no pirates get tempted. I mean, think about it. You know, you're playing and you're like, hey, you just leveled your guy up like a good fighter, and you notice there's a guy hauling in like 20 freighters worth of like loot, and like he has a starfighter that's weaker than yours because he didn't put any of the defenses. You'd be very tempted to become a pirate at that point, right? That's part of the game, man. Are you gonna stir up your defenses? You're gonna think everybody around the game is like all peaceful, but no, you know, you have to figure it out. You have to balance your defense with your greed of mining, and that'll be like the later space opera. So I hope you guys get on board. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna close this out before the video gets too long. Take care. Peace.